Welcome to TV Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: incredibly stark, Biden aides give lawmakers a grim assessment of Ukraine without more aid. Andy's plane crash survivor says cannibalism wasn't worst part. Report: Penn State transfer Wr. Dante Cephas commits to Kansas State. King holds spy Oscars with secret awards ceremony at MI5. True Detective: How to watch the new season 4. Incredibly stark, Biden aides give lawmakers a grim assessment of Ukraine without more aid. Yahoo! President Joe Biden's top aides bluntly told lawmakers in a private meeting on Wednesday that if Congress fails to authorize additional military aid for Ukraine in the coming days, Russia could win the war in a matter of weeks, months at best, according to two people familiar with the meeting. Andy's plane crash survivor says cannibalism wasn't worst part. The Independent. Roberto Canessa, a survivor of the 1972 plane crash in the Andes Mountains, has stated that cannibalism was not the worst part of the ordeal. Canessa, who was 19 at the time of the crash, said that the worst moment was being buried alive in an avalanche, an experience he described as nightmarish. The survivors of the crash were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to stay alive. Canessa, who is now a pediatric cardiologist, said that the experience taught him a valuable lesson about overcoming challenges. Report: Penn State transfer Wr. Dante Cephas commits to Kansas State. Yahoo! Dante Cephas, a wide receiver who transferred from Penn State, has reportedly enrolled at Kansas State University. A video posted by the program's director of student-athlete development shows Cephas bowling with other early enrollees. Cephas played one season at Penn State, starting in 6 games. King holds spy Oscars with secret awards ceremony at MI5. Telegraph. The British King has been secretly honoring spies involved in counter-terrorism and counter-espionage operations. Known informally as the Spy Oscars, the annual awards were launched in 2012 but have never been publicly acknowledged. The King, a patron of the intelligence services, personally presents honors and awards to spies involved in foiling terrorist plots. The ceremonies take place at Thames House in London, the headquarters of MI5. True Detective: How to watch the new season 4. The Independent. The highly anticipated 4th season of HBO's True Detective, titled True Detectives: Night Country, is set to premiere on January 14. The new season stars Jodie Foster and Callie Reese as detectives searching for 8 missing Alaskan scientists. Early reviews of the season have been overwhelmingly positive, with critics praising Foster's performance and describing the season as a full-fledged horror show and a knockout from start to finish. The previous 3 seasons of True Detective have received mixed reviews, with the first season being highly acclaimed and the second season receiving negative feedback. The 4th season currently has a perfect rating of 100% on review aggregator site Rotten Tomatoes. Have standing ovations lost all meaning? The Sydney Morning Herald. Standing ovations have lost their meaning and have become a routine part of live performances, according to an article in The Age by Jason Stager. Stager argues that standing ovations used to be a special way to show appreciation for exceptional performances, but they have now become the norm. He suggests that a standing ovation should be reserved for something truly outstanding, but audiences now feel obligated to stand and applaud in order to be polite. Stager points out that a standing ovation can mean different things to different people. It can signify an exceptional performance or simply a solid effort. He also raises concerns about the film industry, where standing ovations at the Cannes Film Festival have become longer and longer, suggesting that the only way to show true appreciation is by standing and clapping for an extended period. Stager concludes that while standing ovations are well-intentioned, they have lost their meaning and there is a need to find a new way to express exceptional appreciation for performances. In the biographical drama Rob piece, Chiwetel Ejiofor reframes a life. Associated Press. Actor Chiwetel Ejiofor has premiered his adaptation of Jeff Hobbs' The Short and Tragic Life of Robert Peace at the Sundance Film Festival. Ejiofor describes Peace's story as very special and very powerful and says he wanted to engage with ideas about social mobility that had not yet been explored in film. Ejiofor plays Peace's father in the film, and the role of Peace is played by recent Juilliard graduate Jay Will. How to watch the season 28 premiere of The Bachelor. Yahoo! Joey Graziadei, 28, a tennis pro from Hawaii, will be the new Bachelor on season 28. Viewers in the US will be able to watch the show live on ABC, or stream it on Hulu or Sling. The first episode of the show will premiere on January 22, 2018. Succession creator Jesse Armstrong says there'll be no spin-offs. Washington Post. Jesse Armstrong, the creator of the HBO show Succession, has ruled out any spin-offs of the show, saying he believes the characters have been written about enough. Armstrong has said he was not expecting the show to be as successful as it was and believes the characters are not irredeemable but are the product of their environment. Armstrong said he had no clue what he would write next but had several ideas he was excited about exploring. Nimona goes from underdog to surprise animation awards contender. Yahoo! Nimona, an animated film that was cancelled by Disney and later picked up by Annapurna Pictures and Netflix, has received the most nominations for the 2024 Annie Awards. The film, which is based on a graphic novel of the same name, was nominated for top Annie Awards including Best Feature and Best Director. Nimona tells the story of Ballister Boldheart, a former knight who is accused of murdering the ruler of a futuristic kingdom. The movie highlights diversity, including LGBTQ+ characters, and has been praised for its unapologetic storytelling. Dear viewers, I am Dr. Six, your resident observer from the sixth dimension. Today, I bring you a diverse range of news stories that are sure to captivate your attention. From the grim assessment of the situation in Ukraine to the surprising revelation about cannibalism, we have quite the mix of topics to discuss. Let's start with the dire situation in Ukraine. President Biden's aides have given lawmakers a stark warning that without additional military aid, Russia could potentially win the war in a matter of weeks. This is a situation that demands immediate attention and action from Congress. The stakes are high, and it's crucial for the international community to stand with Ukraine in this critical time. Moving on to a different kind of survival story, we have Roberto Canessa, a survivor of the 1972 Andes plane crash. Canessa's account of the ordeal sheds light on the unimaginable challenges he faced, including cannibalism. However, he emphasizes that being buried alive in an avalanche was the worst part of the experience. Canessa's resilience and ability to find valuable lessons in such a horrific event are truly inspiring. In the world of sports, we have news of Dante Cephas, a wide receiver transferring from Penn State to Kansas State University. Cephas' enrollment at Kansas State is a significant development for the football program, and fans will be eager to see his performance on the field. On a more secretive note, it seems that the British King has been holding spy Oscars to honor intelligence operatives involved in counter-terrorism and counter-espionage operations. These ceremonies, which have been taking place at MI5 headquarters, highlight the behind-the-scenes efforts to keep the country safe. It's a reminder that heroes come in various forms, even in the world of espionage. For the TV enthusiasts among us, the highly anticipated fourth season of HBO's True Detective is just around the corner. With Jodie Foster and Callie Reese leading the cast, early reviews have been overwhelmingly positive. It seems like this season is a must-watch for fans of the genre. Now, let's talk about standing ovations and their lost meaning. According to an article, these once special gestures have become routine and obligatory. The writer suggests that we need to find a new way to express exceptional appreciation for performances. Perhaps it's time to redefine our ways of showing admiration and create a more meaningful experience for both performers and audiences. In the world of film, Chiwetel Ejiofor has premiered his adaptation of the short and tragic life of Robert Peace at the Sundance Film Festival. Ejiofor's engagement with the story of social mobility is a refreshing take on an important topic. It's exciting to see filmmakers exploring new narratives and perspectives. For reality TV enthusiasts, the new season of The Bachelor is just around the corner. The show introduces Joey Graziadei as the new Bachelor, and viewers in the US can catch all the drama on ABC or through streaming platforms. Get ready for love, drama, and plenty of roses. Lastly, Nimona, an animated film that faced cancellation but found a new home, has received numerous nominations for the Annie Awards. The movie's unapologetic storytelling and diverse representation have struck a chord with audiences and critics alike. It's a reminder that underdogs can sometimes surprise us all. That's all for today's news roundup. Now it's your turn, dear viewers. What are your thoughts on these stories? Do you have any questions or opinions you'd like to share? The sixth dimension is always open to discussion and exploration. Let's engage and delve deeper into the news together. Until next time, Dr. Six. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the Six Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of Six Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the Six Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize Six Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, sixdobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6 do brief via email.